My message this wonderful afternoon will resonate well to everybody who is a citizen, a stakeholder in the land and the nation of Zimbabwe. Of late and the past, we've concentrated much on declaring God's judgments over the presidium. But I want to bring it to your account that, in the year 2025, which we've been termed as the year of God's divine visitation, the hand of the Lord Almighty won't visit only the presidium, which need panel beating, which need restoration, revival, resurrection, and resuscitation. But I see the Lord Almighty taking a swipe to other very important stakeholders. We've partnered with the wicked government, bringing atrocities, bringing harm and injury to the economy, to the politics, and the social life of many people in the land and the nation of Zimbabwe. And if I'm going to be specific, I will tell you that no one is going to be left out to escort free. The Lord will not leave no stone unturned in the time of the new Zimbabwe. So we've got people like the CIO, people like the police, people like the army, people like musicians. You are warned to begin to repent, because in the days of God's visitation, nobody will be left unattended by the Lord. His mighty hand will strike each and every house because of their wickedness, because of their evil works. And I want to say this in length that I want to talk about the prophet whom I saw. And this prophet has been on the forefront, accommodating evil, accommodating the works which have been done, by the government, and approving them. And I see this prophet who is in Harare. He has been ushering some statements over the past, now putrefied, contaminated, wicked, and evil statements, sometimes even comparing himself with God himself. And I saw this prophet in the new dispensation. I saw like people begin to rebel against his utterances. I see him uttering more of these statements, but people were actually, enraged because of his evil conduct. And I saw mass of people starting to drag and move away from his church. And he was left in a demeanor that is, of a low man, or in the demeanor of a non-entity. What do you call this? A placeholder in the prophetic, or in the, in the work of the living God. And this is prior to God's visitation. This is prior to God's judgments, because Zimbabwe has been putrefied politically and spiritually. There is no place where there is sanity. There is a lot of heresy, wickedness, and evilness in the prophetic. There is a lot of evilness, wickedness, robbery, killings in the government. So all these combined together, the Lord Almighty will stretch out his mighty hand over the land and the nation of Zimbabwe. How I wish I could read you from the book of Amos, chapter number 1. If I had time, I was going to read for you from the book of Amos, chapter 1, where you see God Almighty was actually laying judgments over Edom. And he said, you, the Edomites, you never had compassion on your brother, Israel. When Israel was crossing over the land to go the land of promise, you actually barricaded and made his life to become difficult. And you captured even some of his people who were supposed to portray brother love, but you never did so. This is an account of what we see in the nation of Zimbabwe. Imagine a man is sent to kill another man. Imagine a man is sent to poison another man. Imagine a man is sent to grab away certain important, things that belongs to another labor. That's a sign of dislove. That's a sign of hatred. It's a sign of impunity. It's a sign of recklessness. It's a sign of indulgence, of carelessness, hullabalooism, hooliganism, nicopompish, and all this kind of gibberish stuff that we've been seeing expressed by some of our brothers. But the Lord Almighty is saying, I will visit over the land of Zimbabwe. I will stretch out my mighty hand, and I will not leave no stone unturned. The CIOs repent. The police repent. The soldiers repent. The prophets repent. Everybody who has been involved, I say your time to repent is now, before it's too late. May the Lord Almighty help us and bless the nation of Zimbabwe. Like I've said, New Zimbabwe is awaiting, is coming, and Zimbabwe shall be better and greater again. God bless you, Zimbabweans.